One day, all will blacken and burn, just as the two-headed basilisks have predicted. The world is dying. Time is short. How will you face these last days? Robbing graves for soil-stained wealth? Or facing down the apocalypse? Hoping it can be fought. Greetings, mortals, and welcome to Theater of the Mind players as we enter into the darkest realm of MÖRK BORG for the tale entitled Ancient Skin. When we last left our players, they had just sought out the Mausoleum Nutha on the edge of the graveyard Graventosk. It holds the only known cure for a maddening itch that one of their collective has contracted from a tomb robbery. They were swallowed in the darkness of Sarkash, with rain lashing down on all of their bodies, when suddenly a pair of lightning bolts flashed in the sky, illuminating not one, but two buildings. The first, a dilapidated roadhouse with a flickering lamp in the window. The second, slightly behind it, an old hut perched on what looks to be chicken legs, with a single lamp guttering in the wind, burning a black flame. Where is it that you wish to go in Sarkash?
I vote we go find Hell's Moving Castle. I mean,
Baba Yaga.
Yeah,
I want to visit
Baba Yaga.
Swayze at the Roadhouse.
the chicken leg place.
Yeah, chicken legs.
Chicken
Are you
legs.
already splitting the party?
Just
Yes.
leaving the weak behind.
Who are you calling weak?
Probably you.
All right. Who is going to check out the witch's hut? I guess that leaves
Everyone but Tony.
I guess that leaves Vagal to secure lodgings inside the roadhouse.
Yeah.
Bagal, we can sleep when we're dead.
No sleep till Brooklyn.
But I need my beauty rest.
Since when have you been beautiful?
Since
Look who's talking.
always. What do you mean? My mother told me I was beautiful. Are you calling my mother a liar?
Your teeth aren't sharp enough.
Your teeth are... I don't...
Wait, I'm sorry.
Thank you. I sensitive.
Beauty is pointless anyway.
Y'all a bunch of assholes.
You're the most beautiful of us all. I don't know your name. I don't think I ever have.
I ain't got
It
one.
just proves the meaningless of beauty.
Oh boy.
Look, all fine. Go.
Thank you. I will go now.
Wait. Will you be able to see how much the prices are? You can't read.
You can't read either.
I know. That's why I know you can't read.
Great. So we both know neither of us can read. So maybe if we put our heads together and go, we'll figure it out.
I'm going to the witch's house.
All right. Well, we're paying whatever.
I got a suggestion. You just talk to the person who's gonna give us the rooms, and they'll tell you how much it costs.
I will go
Words.
with you.
I don't want you come with me. You scare me.
You're scared of the
I hate you all.
gods.
Who goes to the witch's hut?
Heftar.
I was like,
You make-
move the fuck on.
I'm trying really hard not to make this into the Jordan and Tony comedy duo that we tend to do. It's really hard.
Sometimes the Master of Doom must roll the plot forward.
Yes. Thank you, Master of Doom.
The three of you make your way to the hut, which is about 10 feet off of the ground. The legs jut directly into the skull of some ancient giant beast. And as you approach, the legs lower and the head tilts forward, and making it easy for you to enter if you step through the eye of the beast. Once inside, there is a woman, or that's the closest that you might call her. She sits slumped on a chair, and as you enter, the tallow candles flare with a dark green flame. She looks up at you, her eyes covered by a wrapped bandage that is soaked in dried ichor and blood.
I knew you would come. You have something for me, and I have something for you.
I didn't bring nothing, really. But did anyone else bring anything?
What are you looking for?
Huh.
Silver. I hunger for it. It's the only thing that fills me up anymore.
What?
I mean, we could give you Gnash's silver. So
Ugh. What are you using it for?
Which of you has silver pieces? Does everybody should have
I
silver
think everyone
pieces.
has silver, yeah.
Keftar is just being a dick.
You're annoying as fuck.
I smell it on all of you.
Nope, just on Gnash. She's the only one.
What do you
Bet
need the
you
silver
can't
for?
smell who has the most.
Two of you roll. Sorry.
Two of you must roll a d4 and tell me what you get.
You two want to roll since I'm the one with the maddening, itchy rash thing that's happening?
Sure. I got a 2.
Keftar is working on a 3.
The old woman reaches under the table, and you hear a strange sound of wetness, of something being freed from a pouch filled with damp organic matter, like being pulled out of a swamp.
This item is called the saw. It removes that which is unwanted. Give me 15 silver to eat and it's yours.
Gnash, sounds like it should be your silver because it's going to be your itch what's gone. So
He reaches back under the table again, and you hear squeals like a pig or a baby or a baby pig. And she produces a small vial and sets it on
The table as a second item. This is the oil of nothing. It hides your scent from them. 15 silver is all it takes to fill my belly and to take it from me.
I will buy the oil of nothing. Just like life, it means nothing.
She
Rob, the saw, does it literally just cut things off? Because I don't necessarily want Gnash to be skinned alive to get rid of the itch.
It's just a rusty handsaw
Yeah, I figured that's what it
with
was.
a bone handle made from a finger bone of an unknown creature.
Okay.
You wish to purchase this, wizened hermit? 15 silver in my hand.
The old woman reaches out a hand that, in this light, seems barely discernible from a skeleton.
I pull out 14 silver and set it in her hand.
Do you think it wise to bargain inside my home, hermit?
I reach over and I take one more away. I was betting she wouldn't notice, and then I have a thing where if I lose a bet, I have to double down.
Roll presence for me. Difficulty 14.
I got a 9.
oh boy.
Will someone else make up for his shortcomings, or must I become unpleasant?
Kind of seems like you're already unpleasant, but yeah, fine. I toss 2 silver in her hand. Because the nameless one is a douche, and I'm annoyed.
The nameless one is a cheap bastard.
Exactly.
The old woman takes the coins and greedily puts them in her mouth like you would a handful of popcorn. And she messily chews them down and swallows them. And you can see like the other, like she almost eats them almost like Cookie Monster eats cookies. Like coins fly out of her face, but you also see like the bugs and the other bits of lint and other things from the sack from which the coins came from.
I'll take the saw then. Gnash rustles up the 15 silver, gently places it in her hand, and then scoops up the saw.
She does the same. And she clutches it to her chest and closes her eyes. And she starts to rock as if she's holding a child, singing a lullaby with words that you don't understand. Meanwhile,
What's the specs on that saw? Is it just a saw?
Rusty, nasty saw.
it is just a rusty, nasty saw.
Great.
Like you look at it and you think that this, if you were to use this as a weapon, you would hit somebody with it once and then it would just break. Like it's almost more rust than metal at this point.
That's fine. I'll use it to take off somebody's limb later just for fun.
If you
Inside,
need help, I have a small saw in my toolbox.
Ah, so we can both work on it.
inside the inn, there are 4 people. There is a woman behind the bar, an old man sitting at on the other side of it, and then there are 2 men at separate tables within the roadhouse, and one of them hisses at you as you enter.
At both of us, as in you.
I
Okay.
hiss back.
Oh, for the gods, would you both stop?
Oh, yes, please. Would you please stop it, Alder? If you keep hissing at the guests, nobody's ever going to come and buy one of my meat pies. Come on in. Come out of the rain. Come out of the rain.
Thank you for the welcome, dear lady.
Yes, my name is Rugenwald. I am the proprietress of the Weed End Inn, and it's a real bugger of an evening, isn't so far, isn't it?
What was her name again? Regan?
Rugenwald. Rugenwald. Sorry.
Rugenwald. Thank you very much, Ms. Wald. My companion and I have more of our party that we are looking for shelter and food for the evening.
You would like 5 rooms at a reasonable price.
5 rooms. Oh my! I didn't realize that we were in the presence of nobility.
We don't need we don't need 5 separate rooms. We could make do with 2 if that is what you have available.
At a reasonable price.
Let me go in and see what we've got that is presentable. I'll be right back, my loves. Clegor, you're in charge. Entertain him with one of your stories while I head upstairs.
The old woman circles around from behind the bar and goes up the creaky stairs, and you can hear her stomping around as she wanders from room to room to see what she might be able to rent you for the evening.
Well, I'm not really sure what kind of stories that Rugenwald wants me to tell. I mean, I got a few of them in my pocket, but I don't really keep them in the best shape. You know, I can't just kind of do this thing by myself.
Could you read them aloud?
Well, I don't know. I don't have any of them written down, young fella.
That's good. You have it memorized. You have a good memory.
I'm sure in whatever condition your stories are in, we will enjoy both of them. Any of them.
Well, there was a time when I was part of a group of people, and we would go from place to place, and there would be these things that would come out of the dark. And they were these awful sorts of things that would eat you or run up your credit card, or and they would. What would happen is we would go there and we would deal with these things, and then we'd head on home and we'd have an ice cream party. But I don't remember much beyond that.
Oh, that sounds like hell, friend.
Oh, it was fine. We got to go to all sorts of interesting and exotic places like Tampa, Florida, and we once went to a small town in Kansas and got to see a rocket ship. And there was also a time we went to this strange island, and everybody thought that they were characters from this story, and we ate a bunch of hair. And do you know how filling hair is?
I don't.
I don't believe I do, sir.
When Clegor stops, I want the two of you to make a presence roll.
And that's a D20, correct?
Plus the modifier that you have created.
Gotcha.
11.
13?
What is your character's name again, Sarah?
Sister Mercy.
Sister Mercy. You have started to fade away from the dialogue between Vagal and Old Man Clegor, because you've noticed that there is no more sound coming from upstairs.
Tony, what was your character's name again?
Vagal.
Vagal.
No. It had like 7 X's, which means, I don't know, girls without skin. But it was some of the most erotic poetry that I had ever seen.
Vagal, we need to go upstairs immediately.
I want to hear more about the erotic poetry.
We will hear more about the erotic poetry later. Now we need to go upstairs.
All right. Well, it was good meeting you, friend.
It was mediocre, and
I'll take it. All right, let's go upstairs, I guess.
Tony, you're giving me some serious Manson vibes, and I love it.
It's so good. It's so good.
I heart Vagal already. Like
Me too. At reasonable prices. I was dying.
Stairs. Crick, creak, crack, crack. There are no rooms. It is one large room. And in each of the beds is a skeleton with their arms crossed and their mouths open in a silent, wordless scream.
And we're in midsummer. I'm out of here. Okay.
I think there's no vacancy.
Vagal, your wisdom and grasp of the obvious never fails to amaze me.
Rugenwald is not here either. It's just the skeletons.
We ask them to leave.
considering they are skeletons, they may not have the presence of hearing in order to consider our request.
Good point. Well made. Should we go somewhere else?
Maybe we can try to find Rugenwald, since she seems to be missing. She went upstairs, the woman who owns the inn.
Oh, right.
Yes.
She seemed nice, I guess.
Yes. And God's willing, she is safe. I'm going to start at the closest skeleton and kind of examine to see what's going on. And of course get attacked by one, I'm sure.
Darkness.
Roll
No, parents.
your presence at a difficulty rating of 12.
Okay. That is an 18.
These skeletons have been dead for a long time,
Oh, okay. Okay.
including the one at the end, who's dressed in tattered rags that you recognize as the ones that Rugenwald was wearing.
Okay. Okay.
Vigal starts pulling teeth.
Can you
I need them for my Etsy page.
I know. Just let me know when you are done. Because we may have to murder everyone else in this.
I mean, it might be a minute. There's a lot of free stock around here. I'm not going to miss up on a bargain.
Well, can we kill people first and then you harvest the teeth?
Sure, you got it.
Thank you.
Whatever floats your boat.
The others make their way inside the Weed End Inn. And all the three of you see is an old man sitting at the bar.
Oi, excuse me. We're here looking for our friends. They were here a little bit ago. They were supposed to be getting us rooms, for like staying in, sleeping, whatnot.
No, you don't want
One
to
of them's
stay.
kind of a dullard, but
You don't want to stay here.
I mean, you got an alternative.
Nah, the Wi-Fi is kind of terrible, and they don't let you eat donuts in bed. I mean, I guess you probably want to hide out to avoid the flayed, but if you're here in Graventosk, you're obviously aware of the flayed.
Yeah, the flayed, of course.
Yeah.
It's,
All of our souls are already flayed.
In any case, our two-party, Sister Mercy and Vigal, would not have left without us.
yeah.
So they must still be here.
You've seen them. The one's kind of tall and scary with the slashes on her face, and the other one's kind of a dullard,
They
Might have asked how much the rooms cost a couple of times.
They went upstairs, I think. I'm thinking maybe they went looking for the tallow hag. But she's not up there. She's in the forest.
A hag in the forest.
A lot of folks come through here because the tallow hag likes to keep a bunch of treasures in her lair, magical elixirs and fancy medallions and parts for a 62 Chevrolet Corolla.
Oh, the Corollas, yeah. Could use one of those.
As soon as we find the others, we should go there next.
Agreed.
An elixir might be able to stop this itch.
You still itching?
I'm always itching.
Do you go upstairs or do they join you downstairs?
I was actually thinking I was going to snipe the guy with my bow while I was on the stairs still.
Oh, okay. Why don't you go ahead and roll that?
Okay.
You're gonna kill Will.
Ranged is a presence attack, difficulty rating 12.
That's a 9.
An arrow whistles past the old man and sticks into the bar.
Consider that your warning shot.
I think we missed something.
Yeah. What seems to be the problem, little lady?
The skeletons.
Oh, yeah, those. Well, I mean, if you don't think that you're going to get attacked by some kind of dead things in this forest, you see, we keep them upstairs to keep the worst things away.
What are the worst
Hag.
things?
Oh, you know, the flayed, the hag, and whatever's in the mausoleum.
What are the flayed?
They're just a bunch of young cultists who like to strip off their own flesh and eat it. You know, the kind of thing that these kids today do.
Sounds resourceful.
Hence the flayed.
Yeah, it's not even that particularly creative a name. They really should have workshopped it.
Which god do they serve?
Oh, you know, one of the heads of the basilisk.
Which one?
Left or right?
I don't pay attention to these things. I haven't been to church in many, many years.
Which basilisk?
The basilisk.
There are 2.
And yeah, Fred? I don't know. Fred the basilisk?
You must
Fred.
mean the male. It's always the male.
Do we get a discount on the skeleton beds?
I'm not sleeping on a skeleton, Vigal. I just need
Every
you to
night
be
you
aware
sleep
of that.
on your own skeleton.
Oh my god.
You just blew my mind, no name.
You're an amazing comedian, young man. You have a bright future ahead of you. Anyway,
Are any of the futures
There is
bright?
no future.
I don't know why you're laughing. I'm quite depressed after that.
Anyway,
Is that different for you?
Rugenwald says that rooms are full, so unfortunately, I think y'all are going to have to skedaddle. Sorry about that. Looks like the rain's cleared up at least.
Told you there's no vacancy.
Who are you, old man?
I'm just Clagor. Old man Clagor.
What of all the other people who were here earlier?
Guests. Family.
Are they all skeletons?
We're all dead, honey.
Just a matter of how long you have been dead, I see.
So back to the erotica, I guess.
The what?
He was regaling us with stories of ladies who
All
were
right, all right.
stripped of their
Vigal,
skin.
it sounds like we're not welcome here. We're gonna go. Yeah?
Basilisk's ass.
You said there was a tallow hag in the forest.
Didn't you go to see a witch?
She
Oh
wasn't
yeah,
in
she
the
sold us
forest.
this saw and like another
And
thing.
nothing.
Then
Yeah.
we've met her.
Oh no! That's immateria. You ran it the skull hag. That's a
Yeah.
skull hag, not a tallow hag. There's a
Oh.
big difference in different hags. You're not from around here. You're not. You don't understand that.
Was it
That's all
obvious?
What gives it away?
Whether or not they have a proper licensing and paperwork, mostly, but I mean, you don't know that not being from around here.
Is it her accent?
No, the tallow hag is also entirely made of wax. That's I guess that's
let's go
that's
find
the
the wax
second
hag.
thing.
Yeah.
The tallow hag is supposed to have elixirs and might be able to point us to where the mausoleum is.
We can find out how to get Gnash to stop itching. You know, like you do.
That would be pretty fantastic.
All right, let's go.
As you leave the roadhouse, there's another bright flash of lightning. The rain stops. The roadhouse is gone. And the three-legged shack is gone. Instead, you find yourself on a crossroad. There is a path leading to the north and a path leading to the east. Which do you take?
Which one of you sold your soul?
That's a different crossroads,
Oh, okay.
and none of us have them to begin with.
Can we see anything about, like, if we look north and then we look east, like, can we kind of get an idea of what
None of
When
the
you
road
look-
directions
looks like?
matter.
Or...
When you look north, you see a tower in the distance. When you look east, there is a giant tree with something dangling off each of the branches.
That sounds like where we'd find the tallow hag.
Yes,
That's
let's go
very-
towards the tree.
It's very hag-like.
Most likely what is hanging from the tree is her victims covered in wax, set as a warning for those who wish to come near.
You
So
gotta check
she
the
uses it to
parasite.
melt the wax out of them.
Should we go north then?
Well,
I still would like the tree.
if we go east and talk to the tallow hag, we may be able to find something that will cure the itches.
But we also might become Christmas ornaments.
I mean, you might, but
There's no way she would be able to defeat us.
I don't have a lot of faith in us.
I mean, what's the point of faith?
Well, then we might as well go towards the tree and end it early.
Great.
All right, I'm
said.
taking us all to the tree because y'all are a bunch of annoying assholes, and we're gonna stop talking about it and walk to the tree because we all seem to be pretty much in agreement.
Can't
I
argue with
figured
that.
we were on the way to the tree. Honestly, that's what I thought. But-
You approach the tree as the limbs sprawl out from a deep red trunk. Dangling from the strongest branches are gibbets, old iron cages hung by chains off of the tree. And inside these gibbets are bloody lumps of flesh. Under the
That's
tree
pleasant.
is a small camp. Tents, iron spikes, and leather stretched out for tanning.
Are we sure this is not the flayed?
We shall find out soon.
Looks pleasant enough. I don't know.
I mean, it seems a fair bet. Wouldn't you say, No Name? Would you bet on it?
I would bet on anything. It's the
How
only thing
do
that gives
you-
me a rise anymore.
How do you approach? Do you approach cautiously? Do you approach openly?
I would approach openly.
Yeah, I think openly.
I think Vagal just follows suit.
Steven
The flap
Seagal.
to the largest tent opens, and out steps a young man with a smile on his face,
Fuck.
wearing leather armor.
What color is the leather?
Dark brown. And on the front of it, the creases form a face. Like think of the cover of the Necronomicon, which I know you all have read.
Yep. It's people skin. It's a people armor.
It's people armor.
It's people
I
armor.
thought you were
These are
going to
the
say the
flayed.
best head nipples.
I haven't read the Necronomicon. I'm illiterate.
Well played.
Could we just have 5 minutes of Jordan trying to say Necronomicon?
I can say Necronomicon, but it's funnier if I can't say Necronomicon for the illiteracy joke.
Oh, well met, traveler. How do we find you on this bright, wonderful morning? Come,
Itchy.
come. Oh dear. Well, maybe I
You're
shouldn't
very
ask you.
cheerful.
Well, yes, of course. Why would I not? Why are you not cheerful? Look at the sun.
He gestures toward the silt gray orb that desperately tries to claw its way through thick clouds every day here in Sarkash.
I haven't seen a sunrise that beautiful since the second cataclysm. So I don't understand how you can't be cheerful on a day like today.
Well, it could be the moon. It could be nighttime. I mean, everything's gray.
Oh, well, it's still a very beautiful moon, don't you think? Come closer. Come closer. We have food. We have some of the finest sweetmeats you could possibly imagine.
I am.
He gestures towards the morning cook fire, and it is very clearly a human leg twisting on the spit.
I'm a vegetarian.
I already ate.
I brought food with me, so all set.
I'll take some. All meat's the same.
Well, at least this gentleman is going to have a full stomach once we start to bless you all.
Oh, I'm already blessed. Yep.
You see that the other
Blessed with lard.
flayed have come out from their tents and have started to circle you, holding
We've made a huge mistake.
nets
We should
made
have
of human hair. I can assure you there are no good choices in this adventure.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
That's what I was counting
I'd like
on.
to raise my bow and go directly for the face of the leader dude we're talking about.
I pull mine out too.
I get my
With a
knife at the ready and slice down my arm quick. Just
One
quick.
needs to roll a defense check, which is agility at a difficulty of 12.
Okay.
Tony, we have a defense check, so that means we do get to do it at 12. Never mind. Disregard.
So I'm rolling? Okay.
Yes.
Is everyone rolling?
You roll for your defense and your attack.
Okay. So, and that goes off presence?
It's off of agility,
Okay.
difficulty 12.
Okay.
So,
I got 11.
who fails?
Gnash.
Oh yeah.
Only, only Keftar succeeded?
Yeah.
Then she is the only one that is not snared by a human hair net. And by human hair net, I mean a net made of human hair, not one that you would wear for food preparation.
Vagal immediately remembers what that guy said and starts eating the net.
Oh.
Ooh,
Weird
me
ass.
too. With all my sharp teeth.
Rob, I would like to use the eye blinds the wind.
All right, one moment.
Okay.
Is this considered a bite attack?
We are now entering combat. So
Is eating combat?
yes.
Biting.
The flayers have gone and ensnared most of you in nets, which means that anybody who is ensnared in a net needs to deal with that if they wish to do anything outside of anything useful. So even your scroll work, like if you don't take care of the net first, that's going to make it a more difficult
Okay.
roll. But Keftar, because you avoided the nets, you can do whatever you want. There are about 11 flayed that you can see. So
Save
10
yourself.
plus the one with the human face. And he seems to be the only one wearing any sort of armor. The rest of them are all wearing like tattered robes, and they have like strips of skin. Some of them have strips of skin that cover their eyes. A few have them so that they're tied, so that their mouths are wide open. And they all look very emaciated and frail. So, Keftar, what are you going to do?
I would like to start by using my knife to cut away the nearest net of my friends.
You have friends?
My adventuring party co-members.
Everyone, well, you can either choose or we can randomly roll to see who you free first.
It sounds like Jordan and Vagal and Gnash have a plan.
Who of the remaining looks the most frail and helpless?
If I recall, both of them have shitty ass strengths. So, let's go for Sister Mercy. Let's save Sister Mercy.
Your knife bites into the hair and cuts it, allowing Sister Mercy to be freed.
My thanks.
Yeah, you got it.
For the Fang Deserters, go ahead and give me a bite attack, which is a difficulty 10 strength roll.
So I rolled my wizard teeth and got 1/6 for my 4 teeth. I'm just going to throw that out there pre-battle before I start attacking stuff.
I got a 5. So not working out.
You add strength to it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then I got an 11.
All right. I think, Vagal, it's not that your teeth can't bite through, but it's been so long since you've eaten. This is like this actually tastes good. This is probably the most delicious meal that you have had since you can remember.
So for Vagal, escaping became priority number 2.
Right.
And just
like you'll get there. You'll get there, but first, like, you know, gonna have
A lady in the tramp this.
Do I get free refills on this, or is that extra? Like, I don't.
How much are you charging for more hairnets?
Do you guys got free? Do I get
Is
free
it reasonably
guac?
priced?
Is it bottomless hairnet night, or Sister Mercy? What are you doing now that you are free?
Now that I am free, I would like to do the eye blinds the wind.
All right.
Sorry, Rob, real quick to double check. What was the DR for that? Because the bite attack is a DR 10.
Yeah, that was the target I said was 10.
Oh, okay, so I got free. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So, roll your d4 and I'll roll my... Oh, you have to roll a presence roll first, a DR 12, to cast it.
Yeah. That will be a dirty 20.
Nice.
So, roll a d4.
Okay. Two.
Tell me how 2 of these cultists fall asleep. I'm leaving the description of the spells up to you because I'm doing plenty of metal lifting here.
Oh, right. I call upon the heads of the basilisks for the stair to bring sleep to you! And just point at both of them with like, and like...
They both just right into the dirt. I believe that just leaves he who hath no name with your action. What are you doing?
I would like to try to call over my donkey to pull the net off of me.
Roll presence, difficulty 12.
Roll
Donkey,
a
donkey,
6.
donkey.
Oh.
One of the remaining cultists has started to groom your donkey because he basically is going to claim it after you are dead, and the donkey is enjoying being groomed far too much to come over. Like, it even kind of looks at you like, why didn't you ever take care of me, bro? Like, when was the last time you combed me? Seriously.
One
God,
day
are
he'll
they-
be dust. What does it matter?
Yeah, pretty much.
Are they doing the same to my donkey?
Not yet.
Okay.
Now they go. So everybody give me another defense roll, or for everybody who's not in a net, give me a defense roll. Target number 12.
It's kind of 50-50 for me, whether or not I'm in a net.
You're still in the net.
Okay.
15.
10.
13.
All right. So Keftar, now you get captured.
Diggity dang it.
But Sister Mercy and Gnash are still free. Meanwhile, Vagal, you're going to take 3 points of damage.
Oh no.
And names are pointless, like Life, you're going to take 2 points of damage as you are hauled up off of the ground. They've chucked ropes over the branches and have started to pull you up off of the ground. And now we go back to your turn. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first because I'll try to do the eye blinds the wind again to see if we can get more.
Roll it.
That's an 8. Because I thought that was just they have to roll above 14.
You still have to, when you wield a power, you still have to cast it.
Okay,
And
gotcha.
And then we interact with the rules that way.
Okay.
So this means that you take 2 points of damage. And as the eldritch energies overwhelm you, you are essentially dizzy for the rest of the encounter.
Okay.
Which means that if you try to cast it again while you're in this thing, you're going to have to roll, and you fail. You roll on the arcane catastrophe table.
I mean that's bad.
Judging by the look on Sarah's face, she does not count that as a negative. All right. So who else is free from their nets? Gnash?
Just me. How many of the nets are in reach, and is a particular cultist controlling the nets?
Not really. They're all kind of working together and doing their best to get everybody hauled up into the trees.
Okay. I jump onto Keftar's net and start biting at that too to try to get that freed for her.
Okay.
Oh, you're gonna slobber on it. Oh, now it's all moist.
Roll that DR10 attack.
I got a 10.
All right.
Thank you.
She pulls it out, and Keftar is able to slither past the drooly bits.
Oh, gross. I mean, thanks, but gross. Though,
Thanks.
also.
I take out my little perfume bottle and do a little spritz and then start scratching Ray.
Keftar, what are you doing?
I would like to use my Daemon of Capillaries spell, which creature suffocates for D6 rounds. So I need to do
A presence roll.
DR12.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled exactly a 12. Go team. Yeah, so I would like to put it on armored head dude guy, man.
All right. So
For
what does...
D6 rounds. Oh, shit, I got 6. So he is suffocating for 6 rounds.
Does that do specific damage, or is it just choking? Losing D4 HP per round.
Okay.
Woohoo!
I did not write that part down.
So how does he die?
I think I guess we'll get graphic and gross. I think Keftar gets out of the moist, nasty hairnet and turns to him and goes, "I smite you for being an asshole, and you're driving me insane. Just a little bit." And he starts clawing at his throat because he can't breathe, and he's trying to get air into his lungs, and he claws all the way through and then dies.
Can I offer a
From
suggestion?
blood loss. Yeah.
The armor that he's wearing starts contracting around his throat, so he's grabbing at the armor, trying to pull it off.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Who? I believe Vagal and he with no name still have to go. What are you doing?
I will pull out my toolbox and try to get out my small saw and cut the hair.
Give me a strength roll. Target 10.
I rolled a 10.
Nice.
Nailed it.
I didn't even think to use my new saw.
Yeah.
Go ahead and also give me an agility roll, please. Target 10.
I got a 7.
You take 1 more HP as you land, roughly.
I am going to use my omen so I don't die to lower the damage by 1d6. But since I only have 1 damage, it'll even out.
How does your omen save you?
As I'm falling to the ground, a raven flies under me and I land on it. It slows me down just enough.
You kill the raven in the process, or
Of course.
That raven is nevermore.
Golf clap. Golf clap.
Vigal, what is your action?
I would like to call upon my ancient gorehound to attack the guy who's netting me.
Yeah.
Give me a presence roll, please.
5.
The gorehound attacks and bites the wrist off of the cultist that is pulling you up, but that causes him to let go of the rope, and you hit the ground hard. You're going to take 2 points of damage from that.
Okie dokie.
Everyone makes a defense roll, please, as there are still several.
Hi, I rolled a 1.
Ruh-roh. I got a dirty one, but
Got a 5.
I got a 12.
I got a 17.
Critical fail.
Well, Vigal and Vigal and Gnash are the only two who are not captured by the hairnets.
Thanks.
As for you, Sister Mercy, do you wish to lose your light armor or your shield? Because you rolled a critical,
Yeah.
so that means that you're choosing whether or not you lose your armor or your shield, but you're still captured.
Okay. Yeah,
So it's both.
I'll lose my shield. That's fine.
Okay. So you get captured, and 2 of the cultists grab your shield and immediately start slap fighting over it because they each want to keep it. Gnash, Vigal, what are you doing?
You said that the ranged attacks are presence, right?
Yes.
This stupid fucking crossbow. With my -2. I'm gonna go after the main guy.
I think Gnash maybe picked up the crossbow because you've never seen a crossbow in your life, and you think it is the neatest thing ever, even if you are terrible at it.
Well, if that's the case, then I have to use it. I'm not terrible at anything. I can do anything I want.
The lead flayed is taken care of by the
Yeah,
spell.
he's already dead. I just remembered. Keftar took him out. I'll go for the next strongest person that knows what looks like they know what they're doing.
Okay. Your attack is 12.
14 or better. 20. I rolled a 20.
Nice.
I told you I'm good at whatever I try to do, except stop itching.
Roll the damage of your attack.
Well, I got 6 on my wizard teeth, so I'm gonna go max damage.
All right. If you wish, you may. So tell me how you kill 2 cultists with your one attack.
Gnash starts messing with the crossbow after she gets from helping Keftar and starts looking around until she sees 2 of them struggling to grab another net, and she fires at it and hits one directly in the eye, and then that one falls over into the other one, and they both get stuck together like a weird shish kebab, face to face, in both of their eyeballs pierced by a crossbow bolt.
That may be the most erotic death we have ever had here on Theater of the Mind Players.
You're welcome.
All right. So that's 3 dead, and Sister Mercy put 2 to sleep, correct?
Yes.
All right. I want to keep track of how many folks are dead here. Vigal, what are you doing?
And I dual wield my short sword and crowbar.
Sure.
Cool. I would like to attack with both the man whose hand was just ripped off by my dog.
Oh yeah. All right, roll your attack.
Got a 15.
Get him, Vigal.
Roll 2d4 and take the better of the 2.
Okay. 6.
No, which is the higher die.
D4. Sorry. 2d4. Take the higher of the 2. 3.
Sometimes I feel like we need to have a remedial dice class. with
No,
you,
it's just
Tony.
that Vigal's rubbing off on Tony.
It's all the performance,
It's all just
man.
meshing together now.
When your character isn't bright as a class feature, it's hard to let that go.
It is very easy to kind of downshift your brain and be like Mongo Oli Pawn in Game of Life.
Yes.
Which weapon do you use to end that flayer's life?
Probably the short sword. I
Tell me how you
imagine.
do it.
Well, my hope was I could do both. What I was going to do was I would like to kind of sweep his leg, Karate Kid style, and then stab him in the face on the ground and plunge my short sword into his face. And then to make it extra gory and hardcore, I wanted to use my crowbar to crank his face open and split it in 2.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
That's
All
gonna be
right.
the mark.
Who is left? I believe he with no name, and you're both netted. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
I
No.
still have my saw out from last time, so I'm just going to keep sawing away.
Keep sawing. All right. Give me an agility check.
18.
You are free. Keftar, what are you doing?
I would like to utilize my knife to cut my way out of the net o'hare.
All right. Roll your strength.
7. So. Nope.
You reach for your knife and you see that it fell out of where you were keeping it, and it's like 2 feet away from
Ah, cripes.
2 feet away from you. All right, everyone, give me a defense roll, please.
I got a 13.
8.
6.
3.
9.
Remember, you can spend omens to re-roll if you wish.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to do that.
I already spent my only omen not to die.
I got an 11.
Okay.
Our hermit isn't very agile. He keeps getting caught in a net every single turn.
Keftar, you're going to take 3 points of damage as the.
I'm gonna omen that though.
Okay, how does your omen work?
I think so. What's causing? I mean, the net is causing the damage.
I think there is a net, but because you have proven to be the feistiest of their sacrifices, the remaining cultists have gathered around to start to beat you into submission.
Okay. I think my omen is a one of the gibbets falls and lands in the midst of this shenanigan that's happening, and one of them winds up punching the other one instead of me.
All right.
And so that lessens the damage by a d6.
That's correct.
Oh, cool. I rolled a 6. So
All right.
not dead. I want to remind everyone my hit points are 2.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I thought mine were bad.
All right. What is everybody's action?
Can I get out of the net because I rolled my defense? Because I got a 13. So is just getting out of the net is all I'm able to do?
You can take an action.
Oh, okay. I will take an arrow to the nearest bad dude. So to the nearest flayed. With a 6.
That is not successful.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
Who is next?
Can I try to fire my crossbow from within the net? Or do I have to do something to get out first?
Your target would then be a 14.
Yeah, I'm not going to risk that since I already have a -2 on those rolls. Okay, I'm going to finally take out my saw and start sawing at the net so I can get out.
You saw through the net, but then your saw breaks.
I look at the bone handle and I throw it at the nearest flayed cultist.
It stops in midair, hits the ground, and scuttles away on bony fingers.
That's great.
Immediately start scrambling after it to try to grab it.
Okay. Vigal, what are you doing?
And I use my crowbar to like hook the back of one of their like armor like shirts or whatever and like create an opening for another player.
Yes. Give me an agility roll at or strength roll at 10, I'm sorry.
We got an 8.
You hook one of the cultists and pull, and you rip off a chunk of flesh from their back, and they don't even seem to feel it.
Oh wow. All right. Tough crowd.
Names are pointless like life.
I would like to use my scroll of Lucy Fire's levitation
Okay.
to try to hover out of reach of net.
Make your presence check.
My presence is a 12.
You hover up into the air as the flayers are like grabbing and jumping at you. Is that everyone?
I would like to try to cut my way out of the net again.
All right. Give me a strength at 12.
Nice, 14. Yay.
You scrabble your way out of the net. Is anybody in a net right now?
No.
Nope.
Okay. Gnash. You chase after the hand, and it like you hear the sounds of battle from everyone else, and you see the hand scuttle up the side of a strange stone door set into the ground. It scuttles up past the stone door and up the hillside. Do you stop at the stone door or do you follow it?
I stop at the stone door. I was hoping that hand could take over the scratching.
You have discovered the main entrance to the Mausoleum Nutha. And that is where we will take our break before we make our way into the final act of MÖRK BORG. Return or die, mortals.
Congratulations, fellow human! You've reached the end of an exciting episode of Theater of the Mind Players. If you enjoyed our story, please like the video. If you want more games, subscribe to our channel. Attack the bell for notifications on new posts. If you liked the episode, please tell us what you enjoyed the most in the comments. If you loved the episode, consider joining our Patreon. You'll get access to special shows, session zeros, and help us determine what we play on the show. We love our friends of Patreon, and we hope to see you there.